Hello, is the live stream on? Okay, it is on. Hello everybody. It's been a while since I'm back to streaming. But I am here now, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I will be explaining. One of them is which that I basically initially was supposed to be planning to stay in a company, like getting a job, for example. And to explain what happened, I got fired. I think that I got fired. On the paper that my boss had given me say that I'm terminated, but it's weird, right? Because in the letter that the company have explicitly say that here, I'll draw it like right here, okay? I'll draw it like right here so you guys can have a brief info. So for the letter, it says in the contract that for a termination notice, it needs to be 1 month before terminating them on both the company and me. Company and me. Terminate or fire, basically. So I believe that I got fired. Why I think I got fired? Simple. Because only in certain condition where if you basically did not knew that you're getting terminated on the spot, you're basically getting fired. Because normally if you want to resign or leave, you need at least like 1 month notice or 2 month notice or whatever. But no, I was told that before I go back home from work that I am basically terminated. Yippee. And I know a lot of reason why I got terminated. The one of like the biggest reason is like so the biggest reason is that me, like right here, use a small pen, me right here, it's true this, yippee. Me right here is unexperienced, yay. There, you got a little like a coat thing. You got like a little like a suit thing or whatever. Alright. Very new. Very new to this thing called SQL. Now, in case if some of you guys don't know what is an SQL, it's basically a program. What does the program basically do? Well, it kind of like help like keeping track of like stocks, like stock that you basically receive and then stock that you basically sold and sell to deliver and all that stuff. And it also help making a item code, right? So an item code is basically the thing that you see on the back of like the product that you buy. Let me just put it right here. So what the code do is that, let's say like a bottle here, right? Like a little bottle that you buy for like shampoo or something, right? On the back here, there should be a code. Item code. Also, keep in mind that I am not under NDA whatsoever, so I am completely safe for saying this. So yeah, because the contract, the contract side did not have any NDA. it just basically give a brief explanation about like what I do and etc. So I got an item code. We got an item code here. Now what I do is that for me, I had to work on a computer. I had to work on a computer with the SQL thing. And the SQL basically needed me to follow okay, so it's basically like this. Let's say like a messenger or WhatsApp, right? We got like a WhatsApp here, fucking messages, and the co-worker will basically be that, hey, new item. But damn, I can't write for shit, man. I'm writing this all on mouse, just so you know. I'm writing this all on mouse, okay? I'm too lazy to fucking bring out my fucking drawing tablet. New item. And what I do with this new item is that I'm basically making a new code and make the new item into the code. Yes, yes. But the funny thing is that the SQL, right? The code have multiple things. So let's say like code 1xxx. That would be skincare or something. Skincare or something really. And then you know, code 2xx should be hair care. Code 2xx should be hair care, and then code 3xx should be I don't know, like accessory or something, etc. I can't spell for shit. I can't spell. And the thing is that like from what I remember from my coworker told me is that I had to go all the way to the last bottom one. So the latest code that I basically copied and basically, you know, put the running number was basically 9xx, which was under body care or something. And the funny thing is that like I didn't remember. I did not recall or remember, like, you know, that I need to follow the code for specific products, right? So I basically like made all of like the cosmetics or like skincare or whatever under like here 9xx body skincare like item code, because I didn't knew, like I basically like did not knew. So I basically like made a mistake, or I basically forgot or something, right? It was a mistake, and that basically happened. So my boss got angry at me and told me that the company, because it's like a trading company or whatever, right? One of the fucking other like branches company, right? That let's say like, you know, 1, 2, called up my boss and say that, you know, they say that this item not same. Can I just like write it down actually? Not same code. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's not the same code. Yeah, so they were basically arguing with my boss, telling me that the code was inaccurate or something, because this is where I messed up, because I made some of the products not in like the right category and stuff like that, which is a fucking like careless mistake, because I didn't knew that I need to sort it out. I didn't know that I need to sort out the code and everything, so it becomes like this, right? So I basically stopped on like touching with like coding for a while, because they they were yelling at me saying that, you know, don't touch the code. I was like, oh, okay. And then they decided to make me like do GR, which is good receive. And the thing about like how good receive work is that, so the way about they process it is that, so there's a book, right? A book that will have all of the information about the items that they receive, right? So it'll be like, you know, goods, let's see. So we everything about like goods received. Yes. So I have to follow the book and follow the writing about like the goods that we receive, but I also have to be careful and considerate about like, you know, checking the invoice as well. I don't know why, but like I also need to do the good receive, and also need to check the invoice. So there'll be invoice needing to be checked. Invoice needing to be checked, and then I also needed to how to say it, like write down the quantity, right? I need to make sure that I don't fuck up the quantity and know the product of the item, because like it becomes confusing when the item is, let's say that, oh, the name of this product is called like, I don't know, Labubu. Yeah. Let's say that the code is like fucking called Labubu, but what if this a Labubu but with a 40 pieces or something, right? Which is technically basically the same thing, Labubu and other Labubu, but just 40 pieces. Yes. And to know that it's just basically stuck some, yeah, basically it kinda was. It was my first experience. So basically Labubu and Labubu 40 pieces, I don't know which one it is, and I got very confused because like they both have the same name, and sometimes the writing on the book is not the same as the one in the invoice. So the writing here is like, you know, written as Labubu, and then the invoice is not the same. So it becomes confusing on whether to like follow like the goods received like writing, or follow the invoice writing, or follow, you know, whatever the fuck writing, right? So there's no like actual like way of like knowing how to know which item is different, other than trying to ask your coworker with what code it is that's basically for this specific product, right? And like I try to ask every now and then, but I'm a little bit of a shy person, so it's kind of like a little bit frustrating, especially if like they're usually busy with like work and stuff. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I messed up. I messed up quantity, I messed up the code, and blah blah blah, etc. So and then like one of the funny thing is that like when you basically put in the goods received, right, you need to make sure that they have a code. So the Labubu code needs to have a code. So if this one has a code and this one doesn't have the code, I usually try to ignore it. Aha, funny mistake. I guess that when my boss got angry with me saying that, you know, why are you using the wrong code, or like, you know, why is there no code on this one? I'm like, well, there wasn't any code, and then like he checked, and then I was like, no, there was a code, it's under a different name, and the name is Wabubu. And the name is Wabubu. So it becomes frustrating, right? You follow like the book saying that, oh, okay, this is the item name. Oh, never mind. Okay, so the invoice say that it's actually this name, Okay, never mind. The code is actually saying this. So it's confusing. It's confusing. Yeah, it's confusing. And also to track the invoice, it's also very strict for this fucking invoice as well, because like so for the invoice, right, how do you find the invoice? All right, let's say like invoice invoice. How do you find an invoice? So it really depends. Sometimes you find it through the group chat that you are in with your boss, and your boss basically have the invoice. But another thing to consider is that sometimes when the boss doesn't have the invoice, he'll just write down a text instead. So it would be a text. It'll be just a text message. How is the text message supposed to be? It's simple. It goes something like this. La boo boo. 30 pieces equal, I don't know, $1 something 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 for La boo boo, right? So this is an example. Yeah, this is an example. While boo boo pieces 1000 text, and sometimes you would have to print it out, right? Sometimes you would actually print out the text that my boss basically said. Which is funny, right? Because there's no official invoice for that item yet. And then sometimes when he does send an actual invoice, he will give it in a PDF. And the PDF means a fucking I don't know what the PDF stands for, but like it's basically like a file, right? I don't remember what does it stand for, but like it's basically like a file, like a something file format. Yeah, it's like a file format. So we got a group that gives an invoice through PDF or text. But if it's a online website that, let's say for example, I don't know, like Shopee or like Amazon, or Amazon. Shopee, they have this thing called a order ID. Now what does an order ID do? It's simple. It helps basically find, oh god, I didn't even spell it right. Order ID. It basically helps keeping track of what is the item that you ordered. So that's why it's called an order ID. But in the book, they only write down the product name and then the quantity of the product pieces, and they also include the shipping number. But you cannot find the product from just a shipping number. So it becomes a very meddlesome process. How Shopee works, or like Shopee, you have to can I just like freaking make everything on solar? Woo! I think this is too smaller. Okay. So how the Shopee thing works is that the Shopee basically goes like this. You have the website. You have the website, and there's a category for all, and then receive. and then complete it. Now what happens if that you couldn't find the item on both the receive and the complete? You need to search through the all category. Now the all category, there is a bunch, and I mean a bunch, and I mean a bunch of items. So it becomes a whole stack. So it'll be like you know, oh, what this, what this, like it'll be like, oh, we got like this product that you order, this product you order, this product that you order, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. So I had to scroll all the way down, and I have to open each and every one of them. Each and every one of them, each of the product I have to open, like, I don't know, fucking like 20 or 30 tabs open to check all the fucking product, because they don't fucking specify the day, and they don't specify like the order ID and everything. I had to click on every one of them and check one of them one by one, and I had to basically put the order ID on the book, so I basically don't get confused, and I basically remember what was the order ID, because in the book they don't have the order ID, they only write down the shipping. Now why didn't they write down the order ID before? I don't know, maybe because they only like put the shipping ID, the shipping number, and that's it. But what makes it hard is that like every single time whenever whenever my boss basically like want to know more about this product, it becomes very bothersome and very hard to work on trying to find where is the invoice for this specific product. So that's why the order ID is very important, so that we don't lose track of what was the product that you ordered. And then and because of all this process that I need to try and like do, I become slow. I was basically the person like in the back, you know, like I become very slow. I was basically caught up behind, like running track. Wow. And this is like the co-worker. They're running super fast. Whoa, they're so fast. They already know what to do. All right, they're experienced. All right, like experience. Expert. And then, you know, intern level. Intern. I'm an intern level, you know. I'm trying to learn everything about like, you know, how they do the thing. I'm trying to learn how they do the job, but the way of like how they do things is very different from mine. Because again, like they already knew like what to do, but I still like don't, right? I still don't. And like there's no actual like proper training. I asked my friends, like, you know, like is this like considered training or not, and it's considered not an actual training. It was more like, hey, just do this, that, and then that is like how we used to do. Because like it was more like the way of how they teach is that they'll basically say that, okay, this is your job, I just need you to do this, and I need you to do that. All right, I'll teach you how to do it, just do this and do that. All right, cool, you remember that? Got it. Now once you're done with that, we'll move on to the next process. And then like, wait, what? So you just like let me like do all this like immediately? So and like I don't know why does my boss like does it, but sometimes my boss really likes it to make all of the responsibility put on the supervisor instead. So the supervisor basically had to keep on helping me all the time, 24/7, and he wants me to always ask my supervisor all the time. But my supervisor is also like busy as well. She's gonna get a double job. So I don't understand like what the fuck was like he thinking, you know? Yeah, what's good? So it becomes a very like tedious like subject, and it becomes a very tedious job, you know. I'm trying to catch up, and you know, they're trying to keep up the work, they're trying to do the work, I'm trying to like help trying to do the work, but the work is not very easy for me. It was not easy for like my level. All right. Imagine a level 1 like nugget trying to fucking do like I don't know, attraction work on Queen of Hatred. It's basically that. It's basically that. So it becomes very fucking hard. It becomes very like bothersome. I keep on getting scolded into the office, like, you know, like week by week. So like you know, I got scolded like 3 times a week, like last week. And I have no day off, by the way, just so you know. No day off. So from like 2nd of March, right? 2nd March. All the way to 17 March. Non-stop work. I did not had any day off. No day offs. Why do I not have day off? It's simple. So my boss, I don't know where he get this idea from. All right, my day off is usually on Sunday. That is compulsory for everybody. Everybody gets a Sunday day off, and then Saturday they will get a half a day. Yes, it was a probation period. That's why I'm confused, right? Like, that's the funny thing, Ashen. Back to here. And here, the papers say that if you're gonna be terminating somebody, and it says that I'm gonna be on probation period, it says that it needs to be a 1-month notice for the company and me. Both the company and me will have a 1-month notice of being terminated. So it was very strange. I feel like I definitely got fired, you know. I feel like I definitely got fired. So the reason why they made Sunday no day off, because around here, around this week, what? Here, we just color it out as well. And say that, oh, this is gonna be a Hari Raya event. So, and Hari Raya is basically a Malaysian like public holiday or something. Happy public holiday. No, they didn't say that you're gone. It would be very it would be very unprofessional for them to say it. Happy holiday. Yay. So it becomes like this, where like, you know, there's a public holiday, so they want me to work as much as they can to compensate for the Sunday. So my Sunday day off will be moved to like here on this week instead. So I basically have no like day off. And yeah, I was working for like 3 weeks straight, no day off. And it's very frustrating sometimes, very frustrating. So it becomes a very tiresome walk. I feel very shitty. I feel very bad. I was very depressed. In case you guys don't know, that I made myself a little like a membership channel stream where I vent, where I talk, where I would talk about how sad I am. I am very, very sad. Let me just draw myself. Whee! Little old me trying to get used to the fucking work culture environment, but the work culture is too fucking hard. Wow, sad little me. I'm so sad. Mood becomes 0. I was at negative 45 SP, to be honest. Oh my god, this is scaring me. That fucking scared me, bro. What the fuck? Thank you for coming to the membership, Mysterious Zap. Holy shit, you actually fucking scared me for a moment. What the fuck? And a senior too. Holy shit. Thanks for joining the senior. What the fuck? that really fucking scared me for a moment. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It was just a sudden jump scare. It's okay. Oh my god. So yeah, thank you for joining the membership, by the way. I could really use it right now, because the reason why I ended up getting a job in the first place, because that oh my god, thank you so much for also joining the membership. Zeta, holy shit. I want to finish my talk. I was gonna say that the reason why I wanted to start getting a job is because that I needed like more money to basically help support the thank you again for the super chat as well, Chester. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. I can't even say, I can't even fucking speak properly, man. I hate myself for this, for always being this way, and that's why I feel so fucking hate about myself sometimes. It's like I'm this kind of person. I'm this kind of person. Anyways, I wanted to get a job because I wanted to help support the family, and I can only, right now, my current condition, I can only help support as little as I can, right? So to explain how the YouTube money work is that it's like, you know, $8, right? So like a YouTube money, I would get at least $100 because that is the minimum threshold. That is the minimum threshold, and that will maybe be, I don't know, sometimes I get it like, you know, like this month, or maybe like the next 2 months or the next 3 months, depending on how many people have support me. But if I want to support my family, I need to make at least like let me check what's the conversion rate. So it's basically like $400, yeah, $400. So it's basically like $400, which can be a lot, and this is like monthly, by the way. It needs to be like monthly, because that is the minimum wage in here in Malaysia. So it will basically be a monthly thing. Yeah, but I'm not rich enough to basically make the kind of money per month. So that's why I wanted to get the job, so I can basically, you know, like have like more money to support. I wanted to like you know, I don't know, get my mom like a new car, or like go to like Korea or something to make them feel, I don't know, like happy. But this is like the best I can do for now, just $100 from like YouTube. So yeah, that's why I wanted to get a job. But negative 45 SP. Negative 45 SP. Some do tend to give take second chance from these workers. That's the thing, right? That they keep on telling me that they give me like a second chance and all that stuff, right? But like, even with the second chance, it was very like hard. I don't know how to express this properly, but it feels like I'm being like pushed into like a imagine like you're on like a racetrack, right? Imagine you're on a racetrack and like there's a bunch of like pro expertise like racetrackers and you're like an immature one. It's very hard to keep up with them, and they give you a second chance to keep up with them, but it needs more time. It needs more time for me to basically get that second chance to actually work. They give me second chance thinking that I can improve for a week, but a week is not enough, man. A week is not enough to help improve, so it's very rushing. It's very fast paced. Yeah, I basically like needed more money, right? I needed like more money to basically support my family. Also, thank you so much for the $1. Thank you so much for the $1, Zeta. Thank you.
It's all my fault.
Thank you. Thank you. It's all my fault. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Thank you. And okay, so now they got everything by out of the way, but like, you know, everything about the job, but what they do, etc, etc. Let me just put my face like right here actually. The job, the money that it earns, you know. Oh right, I forgot one more thing. The biggest, and I mean the biggest struggle for me in the company that I was like working with is that like thank you so much for the membership and recommendations. Hi, Elvuine, hope you're doing well. Hi, delicious. It's nice seeing you again. Oh my god, yeah, I'm not gonna like delicious. I cried a lot like yesterday. Like when I was in the car, I actually like cried to my mom. Like when my mom picked me up, she was like, how was your work? And I'm like, well, I got this paper. And she was like, terminated? Why? And it's like, oh, they needed somebody else that's like more experienced. And while we were driving, I slowly like cried because I tried to like be good. I tried my best to like, I tried so hard to like, I tried, but it's so hard. I'm trying to like, I try to get used to their work. I'm trying to get used to like how they like do everything, but it was so hard. They were like way out of my league. I feel like I'm basically stupid. I couldn't like do everything right. It becomes heartbreaking. So like, yeah, I lost the job. And then like the biggest thing is that like language barrier. Let me just make it like a bigger. I'm sorry. You will hear me like crying in the stream, just so you know. And if you don't feel comfortable of me crying, then it's okay. Let me just like go right here. Language barrier. So it's very hard to communicate with my worker. The biggest reason is that we have Chinese. Yes, we have Chinese. And then we have Malay. And then we have English. So the Chinese, the one who mostly speaks Chinese, is usually my boss. My boss mostly speaks Chinese. And then my Malay is mostly my co-worker. So my co-worker be speaking Malay. My co-worker be speaking Malay. And then sometimes my boss, if he wants to speak with the coworker, he has to speak with Malay. But for me, I speak English. I try to communicate with them through Malay, but it was very inexperienced speaking. It was basically like basic language of speaking Malay. And my boss kept saying that, oh, you need to like communicate, and it's like, yeah, I'm trying, but like it's so hard with the fucking language barrier. It's so hard to communicate. Triangular workplace, Jesus, yes, triangular workplace. And that's why like me trying to understand like the work, it's very confusing and very hard to explain about like how I do my work, what's the problem I try to struggle with, because there's like 3 languages, man. 3 languages, all right? We got like fucking Malay, and I got Chinese. My boss mostly speaks Chinese, and then my coworker mostly speaks Malay. My boss said it's okay for me speaking Malay, but I'm having trouble with speaking with Malay because Malay is also not something I'm very fluent in. And then also Chinese as well. I can understand and like listen to Chinese, but I can't speak Chinese because I haven't been raised to basically learn Chinese. I'm Chinese, but I don't fucking speak Chinese because I don't fucking go to school to speak Chinese. So it's hard. The language barrier is fucking hard. What am I supposed to do if like these people like they are using like their own like home native language? At this rate, we might as well just fucking like, I don't fucking know, like use a fucking like sign language. Sometimes I fucking blame Malaysia for having like 3 languages, and I wish that they would just fucking like, I don't know, like be like Singapore or something. Just make it where everybody just English instead as like one universal language. It's the most universal like language there is. Like English is the most universal thing. So yeah, everything about the company is very, very hard. Everything about the company is very, very complicated. And now I'm gonna go to my mental state about how I feel, right? So let me just like write down. Wawa. I don't like that. Yeah, I guess that could work. So, to basically explain how I feel, is that I feel like I'm a burden. I feel like I'm a burden. Yes. And then I feel like I'm basically inexperienced. I feel like I'm basically inexperienced. I feel like I'm basically like being useless. I feel like I'm basically thank you so much for the super chat, you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you everybody for like all the support. Thank you. Thank you for basically like giving me the support, everybody. As I was saying, burden, inexperienced, useless. And I also feel like I I couldn't do anything, right? I couldn't do anything. Also, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Thank you again with the 50 memberships. Thank you so much for the 50 memberships. Super malicious. Thank you to our local Baron, for real, man. I guess oh my god. No way. What do you mean no way? What do you mean no way? Who got the membership this time? And I don't get one. Oh god. Who gets a membership? Wait, who gets a membership? Who gets the membership? Hey, what's going on? What do you mean? Who gets the membership? And still no one for Sky. It's fine. This is not stopping soon. No, it's not stopping anytime. It's gonna like continue on with this. But yeah, thank you so much for Malicious for the 50 gifted membership. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting me for like the past like 6 months. I'm sorry that I basically stopped streaming for like 2 weeks because I was so busy with work and all that stuff. And again, sometimes I feel like I feel like I couldn't basically appreciate it enough. I keep on trying to express how much I really am very appreciative and supportive, and I really want to say thank you, Malicious, for the gifted membership. I keep on saying that all the time, but I'm not sure if that's enough for me to say like thank you. And I should get a fucking membership by fucking Santa. Thank you so much for the gifted membership, Santa. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Oh my god, holy shit. Oh my god, I couldn't fucking keep up, man. Okay, let me try to say. I couldn't feel like I couldn't feel the vibe. Basically. At least she's not sad anymore, yeah. I'm not sad because of the fucking like music, man. The music makes it hard for me to like not feel sad. Fucking second one is the most like non-sad thing to ever like hear, so receive a membership from Little Manchester Lamau. Everyone but Jones, I'm crying, Mo. I'm crying, Lamau. Oh, that's so sad. Also, thank you so much, Chester, for the gifted membership. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the gifted membership. Yeah, I couldn't put the bites. I couldn't put the bites because these people, right? These people, like, they like TikTok. I don't know. They like TikTok. Like K-pop. I don't know. Like they don't like any. They don't like any of the things that I basically like. And I hear my heartbeat raised by my 20 MB Lamau. Oh, are you serious? For real? So yeah, I couldn't feel the vibes because of my coworker. They like TikTok, they like K-pop, you know. They were talking like a lot of stuff. All right. They don't really talk much about like anime and stuff, so it was very hard for me to like get used to it, you know. Ashen's fault, by the way. Yeah, it sure is Ashen's fault, man. It sure is Ashen's fault. It sure is Ashen's fault, man. And I feel like I wanted to help. I wanted to help, but made more mistakes. Yeah, I basically felt like this. I wanted to help, but made like more mistakes. Like I don't know, fucking help something. Ashen for Korea. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Ashen fucking fault. Let the woman speak, man. I can't fucking speak because of all these fucking like warning noises. So yeah, we gotta live on with it. But yeah, I feel like a bird. I feel inexperienced. I feel useless. I wanted to help, but I made more mistake. You know, I couldn't feel the vibes. You know, I feel like what's the word? I feel like I'm like outdated or something. I don't know. Outdated or whatever. I feel like updated as in like I couldn't like talk. Oh wait, no, that's a word. I'm very anxious. Yes, I'm very anxious. So like fucking social anxiety. Sorry, I picked that wrong. Social anxiety. Oh my god. Yeah, it's still going to like burn some of the gifted membership, so I'm Regilius now. I'm Regilius now. Yep, I'm guessing Malicious Regilius now. Regilius is the fraud gifter. Regilius is malicious now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My nose. Oh yeah, I think all the things that I basically felt, I feel burdened, I feel experienced, I feel used. I couldn't feel the vibe like TikTok with my PayPal, you know. I'm not a fast learner. That too. I feel good, I feel experienced, I feel useless. I couldn't feel the vibe, like, you know, people like talk about TikTok, like K-pop. I wanted to help them but made more mistakes. I'm very like anxious, social anxiety. I'm not a fast learner, so I couldn't basically keep everything right. But because he's a fraud, yeah. He's definitely a fraud, man. Definitely a fraud. But yeah, these are all the things that I basically felt when I was like, you know, in the midst of like things, you know. These are all the emotions that I basically felt when I was basically at work. And yeah, the emotes better anyways. Actually, speaking of emotes, I think I'm not sure if I can add another emote here. I need to check. Because the way of how the emote works, that the emote only added more and more if I basically have a higher number of current membership. So let me check that real quick. Practice an emoji. I need 15 more members needed, which is basically 15 more, yeah. So right now, to unlock another emoji, I need like 15 more membership to basically unlock another emoji, emotes. So for everyone but John, by the way, bro hit the jackpot like 52 times. Hey, at least it's better than Sky, man. Sky basically have no fucking like membership, man. Sky wanted to be a membership so badly, but like he doesn't have the fucking like money, and he's always very unlucky to get the fucking like the gifted drop, man. It's so fucking funny. Glory to the middle, yeah, glory to the middle. So yeah, everything. Why does work have to be so hard? Why does work have to be so hard? And you know what? I feel like at this rate, I don't know if I should probably feel like working in an office much anymore. I pray for Sky. Thank you so much for Malicious for the gifted membership. Thank you so much for the gifted membership, Malicious. Thank you. 10 gifted membership, bro. 10 gifted membership. Holy shit. Damn it, Josh. No way again. No way again. Thank you so much for the gifted membership, man. Holy shit. How many memberships did we have? Like this streamer. I can't even fucking tell. I can't tell how many fucking like membership. I actually forgot to like screenshot most of the membership actually, and just screenshot most of that. I forgot where did I put my folders already. This is what happens when I haven't like been streaming much in a while. Firmware. Oh shit. There we go. Fan funding. Oh yeah, there we go. Fan funding. I need to screenshot everything. I'll just screenshot like everything here. Okay. Just put that, and then here. There we go. Now I have everything else screenshotted as per usual. Because that's the most important thing, screenshotting everything. What's going on? No, wait, not again. Lol. The music would never end. Okay, Josh. Okay. I'm on 45 SV road. I believe it's 6-7. Don't be interrupting ID. Who the heck give me membership? That's one of my beloved friends, semi people. Who malicious gifted so Boomer Malicious basically gifted actually no, sorry. Fuck. 61, there you go. 61 membership. So Boomer Malicious gifted 61 membership basically. Well actually no wait, sorry. 1 membership for him and then like 60 membership for himself. So yeah, also thank you so much for the gifted membership as well, Zeta. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. We're at 64 now, it's 64. Mario 64, are you serious, man? Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, everyone but Jaws. Jaws 100 random amount. Holy shit. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for the gifted membership, man. I got no more. I gotta save money for the anime con. Yeah, that's the thing. You wanna know what's so funny? Alright. So breakdown time. Speaking of like fucking anime cons. I'm not going to any anime cons like this one, but you wanna know what I feel like right now? I feel like this, right? The fucking where's that fucking like thing?
Dante with the header.
Let me just get the yeah, there we go. Let's get this select picture as an example. So all right, so I'm just gonna get this example. What name is okay, that name is okay, cool. Joseph envy absolute resonance Lamau. Is it over? Is the piece finally over? I wonder if the piece is finally over. Finally, sweet silence. I've never been gifted a membership, but I've always had to buy one too. Well, now you know how it feels to gift a membership now. Donate another 50. It's too silent. No. I think we have enough. So I need to chat more. I need to chat more. So, I feel like dressing up an Menhera girl. All right. Now, what is Menhera, you ask? Mentally unstable girl. Menhera. Yes. So, it's like this, right? Like you know Kim Ji-hoon, right? You know Kim Ji-hoon making Menhera stuff. I think I have like a picture of him somewhere that I forgot where I put it. Where did I put it? Yeah, there you go. It's like this, right? It's like fucking like Kim Ji-hoon, like right here. It's like this. Kim Ji-hoon. Let me just like close that, yeah. I feel like being Kim Ji-hoon right now. I feel like I'm being Kim Ji-hoon right now. So this is like what Manhera Girl is, right? Something like this. I don't know, something like this, like fucking like Ame from fucking Nishima Overload. I feel like dressing up as a Manhera Girl, going out like drinking, right? I feel like drinking like so much alcohol because I wanted to fucking cope with everything, you know. I wanted to fucking cry my feelings out so much. Too silent. No more gifted. Yeah, no more gifted. I need to pour my next tattoo. You get another tattoo? What tattoo are you gonna be getting? Yo, tattoo stat me up. Oh my god, thank you so much for the super chat, Zeta. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know where's the... Oh, I think the alert is broken. I think the alert is broken. Yeah, I think somebody broke the alerts. I think somebody might have accidentally broke the alerts after having too many fucking gifted membership, man. My membership was working before and now it broke. Somebody must have fucking broken the fucking membership like alert, man. Holy shit. I wonder who that was. Yeah, I wonder who that was, man. Right, Women Delicious? Right. My god. Yeah, so I feel like... And sometimes, oh my god. So, sometimes like when I go like yeah my boss, right? I feel like I want to go to like the bathroom, right? So I want to go to the toilet. Public toilet, right? The public toilet bathroom, and then like cry. I wanted to cry in like a public toilet, but I couldn't cry. You know, I was swelling up a bunch of emotion, right? Like I build up a lot of emotions. Build up. B-U-I-L-D. Build up or bottle up emotions. Bottling up. Yeah, I feel like I've been building up and then been bottling up a lot of like emotions. So that's why I wanted to fucking do a Manhera girl cosplay. I wanted to fucking dress up as like Kim Ji-hoon or fucking these kind of things, and then just fucking like that, because that's just how I am very mentally frustrated for everything. I tried my best, okay? I tried, okay? I don't know if it's like because of like me being a fucking Gen Z or whatever, or like I don't fucking know, like I don't know if it's because it's just like me being like a Gen Z for like not basically like keeping up in touch with like everything, but it feels like shit. It feels like shit. It feels like shit, man. Oh, I have the Queen of Hate cosplay actually. I haven't finished like making it. Actually, I finished like the top part and the bottom part. I need to make like the frill like underneath. The frill underneath is where it's very complicated. So yeah, I am very frustrated. If they just wanted to hire somebody that already knew the stuff, why did they hire me to begin with, man? It's like they didn't want like somebody. it feels like they basically wanted to hire me because they're desperate for like a new admin to help ease the workload, even though that hiring an admin that's basically inexperienced with SQL will make the workload more easier. And that's me. I'm new to all of these things. I never learned all this like fucking like SQL shit. I can't fucking learn all this SQL in like, you know, less than 2 weeks. It takes time to practice. That's why I was so confused that, oh, 3 months probation? Like, isn't it usually like 6 months? It's like, no, 3 months. It's like, okay. And that's why, like, if they really wanted to like fucking hire a worker that's already experienced with all this stuff, they should have done so to fucking begin with. They should have just done that to fucking begin with, man. Frustrated. Man, the amount of work horror story I heard from this one alone is crazy. Yeah, pretty much crazy. And you wanna know what's so funny as well, like Zeta? Last night when I basically cried, I was talking to one of my friend who basically also had gone through a crazy like workload stuff because apparently most of his co-worker basically left the company, right? And he's suddenly been given a promotional status for him to take more responsibility and handle all the new workers that came in to help with the company. So yeah, he's getting promoted. My friend is getting promoted because all the fucking like workers left except him. He haven't left yet. So yeah, ha 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 ha. I work for my parents like a nepo baby treatment, but ain't that right? Like, and like that's the thing, right? So sometimes it feels like when it comes to like helping like work with like your parent, it's I'm sorry. It sounds pretty alright and like fine at first, right? Like it sounds pretty alright and fine at first, like basically like getting help and work from like your parents and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like I don't know how to explain this, but it's like oh my god, how do I fucking explain this? Let me just like fucking draw it up as well. So it's just something like this, right? And let's say this is like your family business. Family. And the family business is that they need to find a way to earn money. They need to earn money. And my basically my parents is not a big business, right? So if the business has like, let's say like a small business, right? If it's a small business, if it's a small business, they need to separate the money for like worker and then the price to pay for the fee to keep the business up. So if it was like me, right, like the family, I feel like it would be better if I'm the one getting like money from like other company and help support for them, you know. So like working for a different company. I work for the company and then I get money from that company and not my parents' money, if that makes sense. So they be having money, I be having money, and I can like help, you know, give them the money, you know, to their money, if that makes sense. So that's why like I wanted to work in like a different company and not my parents' like company, so they don't basically run out like business and stuff. And sometimes like they do have a worker, but it's like separate, right? Because like my mom like basically makes her own like shop. She has her own shop, and my dad like have like his own like car wash thing. And for my mom, she doesn't have any like worker, and you know, she usually like work all the time. And the reason why the worker mostly like left her business is because that she couldn't afford to pay them much. A company, a Limbus company, ha 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 ha. Limbus company. So yeah. You know what sucks? Getting a high education for people to say AI does a better job and say this for you to screw up. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's the reason like why like a lot of like business they keep on like shooking off like a lot of like worker, right? Because they always want somebody better. And if an AI can do a better job than human, that's why humans are getting, you know, out of their job. But sometimes AI are not all that great, right? Like AI aren't that fucking like perfect. They're not like that amazing as people speculated to be. They still have been able like maintenance like here and there, you know. They still have like hiccups here and there, or they will have like misinformation and all that stuff because of how like the data basically works and all that stuff. You know, it's not 100% like idiot proof, you know. AI cannot do cybersecurity, that too. AI cannot do cybersecurity, and that's an actual fact. I feel like the only people who will do AI security is cybersecurity is just like fucking normal working people that have like experience and all that stuff. So yeah. Only those people can basically like pull it off. For AI, nah. So yeah, very frustrating. It was very frustrating for the past fucking 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I've been having no day off. I didn't have any day off to fucking lay off my frustration, to lay off everything and cry out everything. I wanted a day off. And you wanna know what's so funny? I asked one of my other Malaysian friends and said that, oh, I've been like working like, you know, like a whole 7 days. Whole 7 days. And they were like, what? Whole 7 days? Like, do they not give you like a day off the performance? Like, no. I explained to them that they basically try to like move my Sunday day off to like after Hari Raya and all that stuff. And they were like, dude, what the fuck? That's illegal. And I'm like, it's illegal. And now I cried again. That's the thing, right? I feel like I should sue them, but at the same time I don't feel like I want to be bothered on suing with them, to be honest. Like, I feel like I should sue, but at the same time I don't feel I feel like I'm not, I feel like I don't want to be bothered of like suing people, to be honest. I have the right to sue, by the way, for Malaysia law, I guess, maybe. I feel like there was a website that I can like file like a complaint and all that stuff. But at the same time I don't want to like bother with it, to be honest. Actually, wait. I want. Is it possible for me to like sue a company for not giving me the money, like after they fired me? Actually, I should check on that actually. because they told me that you would not be getting paid until April. So they will not pay me until April 6th, which is next month. And the law for Malaysian work culture is that employers cannot, and I mean cannot, pay later than the 7th. So it's technically a day before the 7th. This doesn't sound like a legitimate business at all. My goodness. Yeah, it's a trading company, so what can you do? Ha 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 ha. And again, you wanna know what's so funny, guys? Remember what they said about like being paid on like the 7th? When I was working for the first week, from 2nd, here. Let me just move this like down. So when I was working for the first week, right? 2nd March. March until the 7th. All right. Supposedly, the first 6 days that I worked on this March 2nd to 6th, I should be getting paid on the 7th March. I should be getting paid for the first 6 days that I work with. And I asked my boss about it, and he's like, go ask your supervisor. And I'm like, okay. I asked my supervisor about it, and she was like, oh, we need to like check your attendance and everything. But I'm like, so I didn't get paid by the law. I didn't get paid by the law about my payment for the 2nd to 6th March. I love it when companies because yeah, let's delay your payment for you know fucking attendance reasons. That sounds good. It does, man. It does. From your lawyer to gifted, man. Oh my god, no. Okay, can someone keep getting me recall what's going on? Oh, hello Proto. Welcome back. I basically got fired. Let me to explain. So, on the contract of the paper where I got an offer letter, it says that both the company and me will have to give a 1-month termination notice or resign. All right, and me, this is me, who is very new to SQL. I have no idea about SQL, right? Have to learn a lot of stuff. All right, I need to learn how to basically make a item code for the product, and I basically messed up on one of the item code because from what I recall, my coworkers say that you need to get the code from the latest, you know, the latest like running number, right? Like, let's say like 1000 something something, 1000 2000 something something, and the first 1000 should be skincare, the second 1000 code should be hair care, 3000 accessory, blah blah whatever, right? And I make a goofy mistake of like, you know, using the body skincare like running number, because they were like, oh yeah, use the fucking like latest one, and then like, I was like, nope, turns out I need to follow on specific category, and they would not told me about the item, about like, what category it is. All right, I have to figure out on my own, or ask my coworker that, hey, what's this supposed? Is this supposed to be like a body skincare or like a body care? I need to ask them all the time, or I just need to get used to it. So, if let's say that you see a sunscreen, right? Would you think sunscreen is a skincare or a cosmetic? Sunscreen. It should be a skincare, but it's sometimes been seen as cosmetic, so it's confusing. Yay! And then my boss got angry at me. Why they got angry at me? Because they needed the two brands to have the same code. But the problem is that before I even started working here, none of the codes were basically same to begin with. So when I tried to fix it, they got mad at me. They got mad at me trying to fix the code. They got mad at me trying to fix the mistakes. So I had to switch it all back to fucking code that I tampered with, to put it back to where it belongs. Because apparently, even with those mistakes that's already been fucking put there, they don't care. I was like, okay, what's the whole point of me trying to fucking change the code then? Because I cannot make the code the same if the other codes are basically conflicting with the other codes. So yeah. And then I was basically told to learn how to do good receive. And the good receive is that usually when a new like supply came in, the one of the supplier basically like write everything down on a book. But sometimes the writing of the book is not basically the same as the invoice, and sometimes it's not basically the same as the code. Why? Because let's say for like we got a 2 Labubu, right? Labubu number 1, Labubu the second edition. All right, and then sometimes they'll write here Labubu. And then sometimes, you know, in the invoice they say like Labubu the first edition. And sometimes when I put the code for the Labubu first edition, there is no code for the first edition. So I basically like, you know, put it without the code because I don't want to mix the fucking item. And then turns out that there was a code for the first one, but as a different fucking name called Labubu. Okay. Cool. Oh, and to find an invoice, by the way, to find an invoice, you need to basically check the group chat for a format file, like a PDF, or a text of the boss saying that, oh, we got this invoice, this one coming, and then you just print it out. It's like, okay, sure, whatever. And then we got this one where we got a online website, like let's say Amazon or Shopee, and basically what happened is that there will be a category for all, and then receive, and then completed. Usually, if you check the receive, are basically goods that you receive for before it's completed, right? But it doesn't show all of the specific product that you needed to find. So you have to click on all of them, and then you have to go through every single last product, and you cannot find the order ID, by the way. I had to mention that the order ID is very important so that you don't get confused on the item, because my boss got angry at me like confusing the quantity, because guess what? Finding the invoice from the shipping number doesn't help you find the invoice at all. If you want to find the invoice, you need to find the fucking order ID, which you need to fucking search through all of them. So I had to like search through all the fucking product to find the fucking invoice, and then I print it out, and then I fucking like, you know, file it, saying the okay, is this order ID, and then everything, and then And then I feel like shit because like, I basically have zero fucking experience compared to fucking these coworkers who already know what they're doing. But I feel like I'm a lost puppy. I feel like I'm not being trained enough to prepare to everything else. I feel like I should have like, you know, gone through at least some training for at least like 3 weeks before being put on the job. It feels unfair to like putting me on the spot where I'm not used to these kind of things, you know. I need training, yeah. And then I basically, you know, didn't really get paid, you know. I was like working for a 2nd month until like the, you know, the 7th month, and technically by the law, you know, I should get paid on the fucking 7th of March, no matter how I just recently started or not. You should get paid either way. So that goes that. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been working on 2nd March until 17th of March, no day off. That's why I have been 3 months, because I've been working like so much. And really the reason why they maybe have a no day off is because we have a special holiday called like Hari Raya, and then like they decided like take my Sunday off and then like put it on, you know, after the holiday, making it like more like tiring. So I had to like bite the tongue of like working constantly for like at least 3 weeks until the public holiday arrived, and then we basically all can like have a break. And I was talking about like why I'm basically going to get a job, you know. And the language barrier. Hi, Louis Media. Welcome to the stream. Louis Media. Yeah, I was gonna say language barrier. Chinese, Malay, English. I speak English, my coworkers speak Malay, my boss speaks Chinese, and sometimes it was very hard for them to speak to each other because my boss had to speak Malay to the coworker, and then, you know, I had to try to speak Malay to the coworker as well, but it's very hard for me to like understand. So I mostly like, you know, like use English instead. But then sometimes my boss speak to me in like fucking like Chinese, even though like I don't really, you know, understand much in Chinese, but whatever, I guess. I'm talking about my hair emotions. I'm so emotionally unstable, you know. I feel like dressing up as a hair girl, going out, drink, cry in the bathroom, and then build all the emotions, you know. Company this, company that, you know. This is how I feel. I feel like a bird. I feel inspired. I feel useless. I couldn't really feel the vibe because, like, you know, the fucking coworker, they like TikTok, they like fucking K-pop, they like fucking like, you know, I don't know, whatever fucking shit. They like drinking like gossip, you know. And then I wanted to hate more, but I just kept making more mistakes because I tried to like fucking help, but I'm not being very helpful because I'm supposed to ease the workload, but I'm not making the workload ease because I'm not fucking good at the job. And then I'm very socially anxious either. Like I have like social anxiety, and then I feel I'm not really a fast learner because I couldn't. You know, it's too much for me. Yeah, employment of 1955, section 12. Well, it's not essentially if the employee was not proper communicate or even may ask for indemnity in form of payment. Yep. A trilingual workplace. Yep. So I translated for a workplace. Yep, exactly. And sometimes I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm frustrated at Malaysia having like 3 languages, and I wish that they would force, like, please force every business's company to speak English, because even when you type the code, even when you type everything related to your work, everything is all in English. But when it comes to speaking to your coworker, they basically speak Malay. Why? I don't know if I want to win the suitcase or not, to be honest. I feel like it's a lot of like troublesome to basically try to win a suitcase, to be honest. Cause like, I don't know, it feels very I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I feel like I just want to like move on and like, forget about that company to begin with, to be honest. I mean, again, it can also, it's like stays like right here, so let me see. And let me just take a screenshot this actually. I will let you guys see this. There we go. And close this. Look what this said, guys. Probation period. You will be on a probation period of 3 months from your date of joining. During this time, either party may terminate the employment with 1 month notice. Either party, by the way, or salary in lieu therefore. Upon writing successful completion of the probation period, your employment will be confirmed in writing. Either party, both party, me and the company. Oh, you're a better person than me. I started my entire career path because I'm very spiteful. Not only that was your right tonight, you were not properly communicated about your termination, leading you to more damage and reputation damage. Yeah, basically. Yeah. This is why I'm like so fucking confused, because like it's not right. I feel like they basically just like fired me. That's why I feel like I'm being fired. I feel like I'm being fired, even though they gave me the letter saying that you're basically being terminated on today's date. But that's fucking weird, because I remember that the fucking offer letter says that it needs to be 1 month notice or salary in lieu. This is ridiculous. But you know what? It's fine. And you know why it's fine? Because when they give me the termination letter, I already signed it. So I don't think there's anything like bothered for me to like really do this much anymore. And you might be asking, why does it matter? Because I signed it. If you sign it, it means that you agreed with it. So yeah. I basically signed the paper where they basically fired me yesterday, and yeah, I left, which is fine. So yeah. This company has a lot of flaws. What was the motive of the termination? You can even share. The motivation of why they terminate me is because I couldn't basically keep up with my coworker. I said it before how, like, you know, there was a lot of stuff that I need to do, right? Like, you know, like the fucking GR, the invoice, you know, the code, you know, like everything, you know. I'm basically like falling off behind a lot. And my co-worker are basically, you know, doing fine with their work and can be able to keep up with their work, but I couldn't because I'm still not used to it. I basically in need of a guidance. Unsuitability, yeah. They think that I am unsuitable for the job. So yeah, I got fired because I'm not good enough for the job, which is frustrating because I tried so hard to work as much as I can, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. When will it be fucking enough? I kind of knew that, like, anyone, and I don't know what's funny is that like, I am used to being yelled at. I am used to being yelled by a lot of people, family, boss, or whatever. I am used to it, but even though I'm used to it, I still feel like shit about it. I build a tolerance. I build a tolerance of how I basically face my my bots, right? How I face my bots and how I face my coworker and how I face myself. When my boss always keep on yelling at me, I usually just go like, I see. Why? And they also ask me, I need you to give me a reason why. Why did you make these mistakes? And then I say nothing. Why? Because there's no reason for those mistakes. Mistakes happens. Mistakes happen when you don't even realize it. I made a mistake that I didn't even realize. I realized my past mistake that, oh, I fucked it up. I need to try to fucking like improve this. I need to try to improve that. But trying to like make me like find a reason why, like, you know, why did I do this, or like you know, what's the reason for that mistake? I can't give a fucking reason, because if I give a fucking reason or why I made a mistake, it becomes an excuse. I don't want to make an excuse for it, because if I make an excuse for it, it will basically make me even more pissed off. I believe everything will turn out good. Definitely, man. Definitely good. No matter what you tolerate it, it will always hit you even when you dismiss. Yep, basically. I have, not gonna lie, I feel like being in that position make me feel I have like two-faced personality at that point. Personality of when I'm streaming here, personality when I'm basically going to work, and then personality of how I face my parents. So yeah, it's very I feel like I had to put on a mask all the time. I feel like I had to keep on playing off strong as like the tough girl, as like I don't really care, but I do care. I do care, and I had to keep on pretending that I'm okay, but I'm not okay. So yeah, I feel that. Yeah. And the reason why that I feel like I need to become tough, or basically, you know, act, just like be quiet, or just don't really do anything at all, or just, you know, shake it off. It's because if you cried at a job, nobody will basically help you. You are showing your vulnerability to them. And it happened before. My previous job, when I first worked in like a admin company in like a Mitsubishi thing or whatever, I cried because my boss basically keep on like, you know, getting angry at me for the stuff that I basically try to do. You know, he wants me to keep on working all the time, but I don't know what is there to work with, you know? So yeah. And I'm not the only one who also feel that way, to be honest. When I cried, I stayed back and sit in his office for like until like 6 or like 6:30 or whatever. And he was like, oh, you can go, whatever. He doesn't want to deal with me fucking crying, because I am the one being consulted that I am not good enough. So yeah, that's the best time for you to really shake all these feelings off and relax. Yep, pretty much. That's what I need to do. I need to shake up all of these feelings and relax. But it's so frustrating, man. Like, come on, like, it's so frustrating. That's why I basically say that I hated myself for it. I lost the job and I hated myself for it, because I feel I definitely do see their part more than mine, and I feel like I could have like done better, and I hated myself for it, because I keep on trying to like improve. I keep on trying to like do better, but it's not good enough. It was not good enough. Yeah, the job was overall shit overall, but I also don't know if it's like because of me, right? Like my other coworker can get used to it, but I couldn't. So I feel like it could just be me. I feel like it could just be a me problem that I couldn't get used to it. I feel like I'm basically the one, like, you know, taking it like all down, you know, going through like mentally stuff, like all that like bullshit. I feel like I could have done better. I feel like I could have like done better, but no matter how hard I try to be better, it feels like I'm always not gonna be good. I feel like I feel like a fucking, I don't know, a mess. I feel like a mess. Oh dang, what is happening? Would you like the whole story? Win ring button. This got recommend what you mean something. Would you like okay. From the top to bottom, guys. So I basically got a job, right? But it is a probation period. So what does the probation period do, you're asking? The probation period basically means that you are basically, you know, on probation, that you may or may not be fully employed. So allow me to show this to you again. If we can screenshot that actually. Anyway, I lost it already. Unless, oh no, there it is. Okay, so don't worry, I am not under NDA. Just so you know, I am not under NDA. So it says right here, I can talk about this all I want. It says right here that you'll be on a probation period for 3 months from your date of joining. During the time, either party may terminate the employment with 1 month notice or salary in lieu. Therefore, upon successful completion of the probation period, your employment will be confirmed in writing. I got a termination letter, and the termination letter it's not a 1 month notice. Also, thank you so much again for the super chat. It works now. Okay, it works now. Okay, the fucking the super chat basically like broken. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. So within the 1 month like notice, I didn't get a 1 month notice. I was basically told straight up the spot that we are here to tell you, Elvuine, that we are sad to announce that you are terminated as of today, 17th of March. And I'm like, huh? 17? Also, thank you again so much for the super chat. Thank you again. Thank you again for the super chat. So I got terminated on the spot. So I think I got fired because this is not. This was in the fucking paper. This was in the paper that it's supposed to be like a 1 month notice. Why? Why? So yeah, I basically joined a company where I'm very new. I'm not very experienced with everything because there's a thing called like SQL, and this fucking SQL thing is basically like a whole new program that I'm not very used to it. All right, in SQL we have this thing called a new item code, and what a new item code basically do is that it's for people to basically scan the barcode behind, and that's why it's called an item code. But the item code is very complicated because I was told that, oh, you just need to follow like the latest running number, but the funny thing is that the latest running number is that the specific running number for each category: skincare, hair care, accessory, body skin, etc. Right? So I basically follow like the latest running number, which is like the highest one, which is like in the body skin running number. So when I basically do that, the two branches here basically complain to my boss, saying that why is the code not the same? And I'm like, the code is the same. What? And then it's like, oh, you must have made a mistake because apparently the code is supposed to be specific of each category. So I made a mistake of that, and I tried to fix it. When I try to fix it, it becomes even more mess because trying to fix the mistake, I need to remember each of the product that I basically added and then change it back to normal. So I had to fucking go through the audio log and everything to remember what I did before, so I can, like, you know, not fuck it up. But that's the fact that she was so shit, and then she had expression thought like it's normal, made me feel like I should be concerned. No more, right? This is how fucking frustrated I am. I'm so fucking frustrated, and I was working for like no day off, and like 16 days straight, no day off. Wow. Good to see you. Wow, what is good to see fucking up? It basically just fucking lists off the fucking supply that we basically just received from the fucking supplier, because they need to check if the supply basically gives them the good quantity amount and a good product amount. But guess what? Sometimes when they write the fucking the item that they receive on the book, it's a book by the way, so there's like a pen to write down what you wrote, and the good received name is different from the invoice. And sometimes when you try to key in the SQL with the item like name, it's not the same. And sometimes they don't have the code. So yeah, my boss got angry at me. Why is there no code? And I'm like, well, because there wasn't a code. It's like, it's just like, ah, so like, oh my god, wow. And it's like, oh, this is code, but like it's called boop, and I'm like, oh. And then I feel like shit, because, you know, I feel like I'm basically a level 1 gangster. I'm a level 1 gangster person, like mafia boss. I'm trying my best to get up to fucking mafia boss, but I can't do it in like less than 2 weeks. I cannot do it in less than 2 weeks. Because from 2nd to 17th of March, no day off. It's very stressful. So yeah. Oh, did you know that finding invoice as well is so fucking complicated? Finding invoice you need to find for fucking, like, you know, file format or a text, and then you need to go through every fucking product on a fucking like website. It's Mendoksai! Mendoksai! 很麻烦哦，这么那个fire 的它这么，我不知道这个 SQL 啊，它是麻烦哦。说那个我的 idea 什么来的了 ，item code 我不知道哦，很多哦，我不知道哦。那个 SQL。要酷啊！我要酷。This is the dubbing needed. Yeah, this is the dubbing needed. Yeah. And sometimes, so again, it's also very frustrating with my workplace because, like, again, it's frustrating because, you know, sometimes my coworker use Malay, my boss speaks Chinese, and I use English. And sometimes when we're trying to communicate each other, my coworker mostly speak Malay. If I want to talk to my coworker, I need to speak Malay. And if my boss want to talk to my coworker, he needs to speak Malay. But then sometimes he use, like, you know, most Malay to speak to me, and then sometimes he use, like, English to speak to me. But why? Nande yo, nande desho, nande. Why is this my working language? 这么的这种我不知道啊，这个 company 啊，很是麻烦哦。What does Malay need? Malay is basically a language. It is a language. So she's starting to get another language, yeah. So frustrated. I know how to speak a little Malay as this is Indonesian and English combined. No, I feel like Indonesia is combined. Indonesia and Malay are very fucking similar, to be honest. I feel like Malay just fucking took Indonesian language and then made them the optimum. I was referencing a meme. I'm so sorry. What does Malay need? That's what you mean. What does Hongyuan need? Sorry. I get it now. I'm so sorry. I was so fucking frustrated. I didn't fucking notice that until now. I'm so sorry. First impression of you, by the way. All stand the press and shit chain expression the second someone joined. I was sad. Like, you don't fucking understand, man. Like, I am frustrated. I am sad. I was crying. And then now I'm back to being frustrated. And I was being angry at myself. And I'm being fucking angry at the company. I'm being angry about everything. I was sad about myself. I was frustrated at myself. I feel like I could have done better. I feel I'm trying my best so hard to like do everything. And then now I'm basically back to being like, yeah, I feel like something with the company wasn't right. And now I'm talking about like how like, I feel like the company makes me feel frustrated, you know? The moment that like all of these things happen, it feels, I really wonder if it's just the company being bad or it's just me. And I feel like it could just be both. And the more I join you chain expression, yeah, I it's because like again, like when a new person join, I am willing to basically give them a full story straight up from the bottom all the way to the latest top to basically explain my situation again, because you know I don't know, I have this emotion where it's like I feel very sad, right? Like, I have this emotion that at the start of the thing I feel very sad. I wanted to explain everything about what happened, right? I explained everything about what happened, you know, and then I started to get frustrated, and then I used to get even more frustrated, and then my friends and my, you know, fans gifted me like a bunch of membership, which I feel happy. I feel overwhelmed with like happiness and joy, and then I feel like shit again because like, you know, I'm trying so hard to like, you know, do everything, and then the moment when you guys join and you were like, oh, what's happening, guys? I'm like, ha ha ha, would you like to hear the whole story? And then that's how like the expression changed. Because yeah, and someone asked what happened, and like, would you like to know the whole story? How many did you pack like that when my parents spoke like 40? Yeah, a 10 cent, like a blob in sentence another. Yeah, being able to speak like multiple languages, man. If you can speak like multiple language, then holy shit, you must be a fucking like god tier level, like, you know, resume. Because no joke, I think most of the company would hire like multilingual, right? Multilingual resume, right? Only because if you have the ability to like speak like multilingual, it makes it so much easier. At least in here it would make it so much easier for the company, because every fucking company, they're all fucking stupid, man. Company like some fucking Chinese company, they know how to speak Chinese and they try to like chat with the fucking Malay. By the way, you usually like businesses like, right, like in terms of writing in contract, right? In terms of writing in contract, it's usually like in English. But when it comes to like speaking to like a person, they like to speak to like their home language. I don't know fucking why. I really don't fucking know. Fucking company talking about fucking coworker. I really don't know what's wrong with them. I just woke up. I might see the first video or stream I see. Welcome to the stream, BG Fire Gaming. I am having a mental breakdown or a mental summary of how frustrated I am with the fucking company. Don't worry. This is not under NDA, so I am completely fine. I can shit talk about this all I want and talk so much shit about this all I want because I am not under any NDA. So yeah. So yeah, well, my Spanish teacher back in high school was fucking Chinese and didn't speak English or Chinese. Yeah, that's because like, again, like even with their race, right, it doesn't matter like how they look. They like if they look Chinese, who knows, they might speak Chinese but maybe they're like good in English, or who knows. Like I just don't understand this company, man. Just make sure you don't listen to some girl voice telling you to the story. If it makes you feel better, I would hire you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, Shiyuhua. Welcome back, Shiyuhua. I didn't expect to see you here. Somebody should give Shiyuhua a fucking membership for coming back after like a while. Holy shit. I don't understand any of this, but I'm happy for you. I'm sorry that it happened. Thank you for being happy to me. I honestly do not feel really good about this at all, because I wanted to like I wanted to work for a company that I know that I can do well in. I wanted to work for a company that I know I can do well with, and I know that, you know, I shouldn't be having any issue regarding work environment, regarding work culture, regarding like payment, etc. But man, it's so hard, man. It's so hard to find the perfect fucking company like that, man. Bro, Shiyu, didn't you tell me this nigga something? Oh my god, Shiyu at it again, man. Also, as much as being hired to Project Moon would be great and all, I love Project Moon. I really love Project Moon. I would love to work with them, but at the same time with my skill, I don't think I should be working with them, because like I'm not gonna be, you know, as good as Kim Ji-hoon. I have no experience of like gaming development and all this stuff. I would rather work for a different game development and then try to like, you know, work my way from there to get another experience, and then try to impress Kim Ji-hoon, because I don't want to feel like I'm a burden, you know. I don't want to feel like I'm a burden. I'm sorry about your jaw. I wish you the best of luck and hopefully it'll be better. Yeah, hopefully it'll be better, man. Hopefully. It was frustrating that if you appear on my homepage during my lunch break at my new job. Wow, ain't that great, Ethernox Fly, huh? Ain't that great that you got a new job and then I don't? Because I basically work 16 days, no day off. 16 days, no day off. I was hired on the spot, and then I was told that, oh, you do this, that, we do that, but I wasn't given any proper training to learn how to do any of this. And I was like, oh, I keep on messing shit up. I keep on messing this shit up. I keep on making more and more mistakes. Whoopie kaye, why am I not surprised? Of course I would make a fucking mistake. You wanna know fucking why? Because I'm new to this. I'm not ready for this. I'm trying my best to get used to it, but You called? Hi, Queen of Patriot. Would you spread me your love and justice for me real quick? Because I feel so sad. I feel so frustrated. I feel so many emotional. Do you get compensation for working a half a month? Yes. But they will not pay me until April 6th. So April 6th, right? No pay. April 6th. Let's like move this real quick. Yeah, so supposedly I will get paid on the 5th April, but because it's a Sunday, it will be moved to the 6th. I couldn't spell April, sorry, my bad. It will be moved to the 6th, so I will be paid on the 6th of April. They can do that apparently, but I find it so weird because, like, you want to know what's so funny, right? On the law, this is the Malaysian law, by the way, no matter what job that you just recently started out with, you are entitled of payment before no later than the 17th of the month. Even if you just started working for a week, they are entitled to pay you that you work for the hours that you work with. But guess what? I didn't get paid at all on here. So my next payment will be on 6th of April, which is the amount of hours that I was working before I got fucking fired, I guess. Wow. You don't, or melatonin? What do you mean melatonin? 5 milligram truly does wonder. What do you mean truly does wonder? What do you mean melatonin, man? You know, I basically have like a joke about like trying to sleep forever. I told this to my friend that, man, I wish I can just sleep forever. Let's go to sleep forever. Sleep forever. Sleep forever. And then my friend was like, no, don't sleep forever. And I'm like,でもめんどくさいだよ。仕事めんどくさい。仕事痛い。痛いよ。很痛的哦。很痛的。这个 company 很多痛的。我不知道他有做那个 SQL 是，他就叫拿的那个 item 的，然后那个 code， 我不知道他有什么。
Change your mindset. I can't do
Oh,
it.
thank you so much for the super chat. TBH, THB. How do I say that?
Oh, it's all my fault.
Win-made button. Oh, sorry.
When will I be
Wait, what
happy?
is that? What is THB? Thank you so much for the win-rate button. Sorry, no, sorry, wait, no. Thank you so much for the super chat win-rate button. God damn it, I don't know what the heck is a THB. What is THB? Thai. Oh, is that Thai currency? Oh, is that Thai currency, man? Oh my god. Hello, hi Taiwanese. Thai language. Taiwan? No, sorry, Thailand. How do you call fucking Thailand people? Fuck, I'm so sorry. Hello, Thailand. Hello. Hello. Responded by the win-rate button. It's not Taiwanese, it's Thailand. I know, I messed it up. This is why I fucking hate myself because I didn't message shit. I keep on fucking messing shit. I keep on getting fucking confused, and this is why I fucking hate myself for it. I couldn't fucking get things right. I'm trying to get it right, but I keep getting everything up. I don't know. Do I have fucking autism? Do I have fucking ADHD or something? I don't fucking know why I keep fucking messing shit up, man. I'm angry. Why? Why do I keep on fucking messing with stuff? Why? Why am I so stupid? I'm fucking stupid. Sorry. I'm having a mental breakdown process. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. It's just me. I'm just very frustrated at myself, everything, really. I've been keeping it all in for like the past, like, you know, 2 weeks, you know, and I don't know if it's just me being like a bitch baby or something, but it's very, very hard. It was very, very, you know, mentally straining, and yeah. Were you ever considered going to therapy? I went to therapy once when I was 13. I went to therapy once when I was 13 because I was bullied in school. My mom tried to take me for therapy because I got bullied in school. But as a 13-year-old, I couldn't really understand about what the therapist is saying. They wanted me to talk, but I don't really know what exactly am I supposed to talk. I just talk about like random stuff, and I don't know what my therapist said, but I know that after, like, you know, leaving the room, I think my therapist basically, like, I don't know, made my mom cry or something, because she probably told my mom about something about my condition or something that I probably just don't fucking understand because I'm a 13-year-old kid. I don't fucking understand. Wow. So yeah, I feel bad. Manifesting ego, yeah. Manifesting ego by rejecting it or accepting it, to be honest. Thank God I am still 50 years old, young, and still living above my mother. Oh, that's fucking concerning. But heh, you do you. This whole world is fucked to begin with. There's a lot of people that made the story in joke shoe. I think when I basically make my last video where I make a reaction of the LCB rerun, one of them made a joke about like, oh no, she said the word job. She no, not a job. You're gonna distort in like a month's time. Like, well, you're kind of right about that. It's like half a month and I'm already distorting. I was in therapy, but I was ending up consulting my therapist instead of getting therapy for myself because I can't open up about my shit. Yeah, pretty much. Therapies are really 50-50, to be honest. Distortion to on the day. I'm gonna distort in a particular no. I've never been to a therapist, but the way that you're describing them, they have a varying level of success with patient. Yeah, pretty much. I went to therapy full time for multiple reasons. I don't want to discuss, but never have ever I have ever seen actually benefiting me. Yeah, cause like again, like therapist's job is for them to understand you, right? Therapist's job is to listen to you and to listen to your frustration about like what's been, you know, causing you so much pain. And then they'll basically diagnose with you with you know how much pain you basically suffer and help talk things out for you. Because the reason why you go to a therapist to begin is because you feel like everything is so hopeless. You become suicidal, you become fucking, you know, depressed and everything. And therapist's job is to help, you know, sway your emotions away from that. Therapist jobs are supposed to like make you not think about suicide or like depressing shit like that. So they are basically advising you that you can try something else. That's their job. Elvuine is full of hype moments and aura to subscribe and continue watching. Yeah, subscribe and join the Discord server, by the way. Did I mention that I have a Discord server? Oh right, did I mention I have a Discord server where I basically yap a bunch of like shit as well? I think I have it actually. Let me get my Discord server link. Whee! Oh, I can't see it. There we go. Copy the link. Stream mode. Something here. Copy here. And there you go. Here's the Discord server link. In case you guys are membership, I have a specific channel where for membership people, you can have access to my event room. Now what the event room does is basically me going through a lot of emotion and basically having a voice message of me talking about how my day went off. So if you want to listen to like a voice chat of me talking about my day, about how I feel like shit all the time, there's a membership for that. If you're interested in joining the membership, and then you have that. Or if you just want to hang out, I'm cool with that too, because I'm basically fine with hanging out with anybody really. If you guys just come in and then you saw the stream and then you also want to like play some games as well, I have a Discord server. I'm cool with playing games with like random people or friends, because I don't know, I feel like I should probably be surrounding myself with a bunch of random people right now, or like any like friends in general, so that I don't have to, you know, share this eerie quietness and then start destroying myself, you know. If I'm alone for like, you know, a split minute, I'm gonna distort and then go through emotional breakdown. So you guys are my distraction. You guys are my distraction. You need to like, you know, like be here so I cannot be mentally unstable. Directed jump scare indeed. I put the director there because I basically talk about how ever since these problems, right? I feel like becoming a Manharago. I feel like drinking. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and cry when my boss yelled at me. You know, I was building up a lot of like emotions. You know. Thinking I'm poor as fuck, it's okay. If you feel poor, then I don't know, fucking beg to some random people to support for it. Oh, right! Fuck! I remember! Right! You wanna know what's so funny? I had insomnia when I was working. I couldn't sleep for like so usually I try to go to sleep before I go to work. But because I kept getting up by my boss, I couldn't sleep and stayed awake until like fucking like 4 or 5 a.m. So I basically go out to work with like 2 or 3 hours sleep. I had that too. I couldn't sleep because I was so frustrated with myself, and then I was so like focused on trying to think like, how can I fucking improve? How do I do this? How do I do that? So I didn't get much sleep at all. I got like 3 hours of sleep and that's it. School does the same for me. I feel like school is a little bit different. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss going back to school. Because I kind of really wish that I would have consulted to my teacher about a job. I feel like I want to go back to school and talk to my teacher about a job. I want to go back to school and talk to like my schoolmates, my classmates about how they did with their life, you know, working, you know, how they did with their life working. I had a teacher teach me shit in school. Usually my teacher tried not to bother me that much. I went to a private school, so because like the school was really like nearby my house, right? So like I go to that school very often for like, you know, yeah, just school really. But yeah, I was a quiet kid in school, so I barely like talked much at all in a class. So my teacher usually tried not to bother me much at all. But now, like as an adult, I feel like I want to talk to my teacher regarding like my life and everything, and how it's like very stressful. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm asleep right now. This is 2 a.m. GMT plus 3. So have a good night. I know all you have a safe time, especially you, El. Yeah, you too, Chester. Thank you so much for the gift to share. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for being here with us, Chester. I really find it like so strange how like, oh, I remember something, guys. I almost got into an elevator accident. I almost got into an elevator accident. Also, goodbye from Malicious. Before you leave Malicious, let me talk about this like elevator experience before I end the stream. So in the elevator, I was basically on my way going up to my office in the elevator, right, with my lunch, because it was a lunch break. And then there was this worker who basically had a huge load of stuff like ice or like you know, like drinks and all that stuff, and it's basically kind of heavy. So when the worker came in with their workload, like cargo, right, the elevator dropped. It didn't drop fall. It didn't drop like a huge drop, like a the movie kind of thing. It's not that the rope or like thing break. It's just that it's like drop like a couple like inch, right? So like this is me, and an elevator, and then this is the floor that where you're supposed to go in. It dropped like this. Like when the door closed, it dropped like this. And the people like panicked for a moment because I was in there with like a couple people. And the elevator button stopped working, right? The elevator like stopped working. Like it couldn't go up, it couldn't go down, but you can open the elevator door. So luckily, you can open up the elevator door and then basically get out of the thing. And yeah, we had to like help carry the person's like baggage thing, like the whole like item here, right? The loader, right? We helped the person bring up the loader, basically bring it out. So yeah, I had a scare for a moment that I was basically, you know, in an elevator accident. That was the first time I ever felt fear of like being dropped down in an elevator, because I never had that before until when I went to work. So yeah, that's it. I almost died, but didn't die. It wasn't a bad drop. It was just shock. You're gonna jump before you hit the ground. I know, but it's not really that bad. I was in the basement anyway, so I was safe. My dumb husband would keep jumping. No, do not jump. It's not safe. And normally, most of the time, elevators have like safety brakes and other stuff. So I'm pretty sure that even if it does drop, it would not drop like all the way down because there's like safety mechanism and all that stuff. It rarely ever happens unless like the fucking the elevator is very under-maintained. So Mel Kim Ji-hoon, where are thou? Mel Kim Ji-hoon is so right there. I know, right? I was gonna bury for protocol. But yeah, that's basically everything. I am very, very frustrated with life. I think that's it for the stream. I don't think I have anything else to really say other than I will be continuing back to streaming like sooner or later at some point. Probably more like Arena and then more Lobcom and then other games. We got this out. Thank you, Malicious. Thank you. Also, thank you for staying and listen, Malicious. I was gonna end the stream anyway soon. So yeah, basically, it was very, very tiring. I try my best with everything. Thank you so much for the super chat, Zeta. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate everybody that supported here so far with everything that happened so far. And like, yeah, it's very, very struggling for the past 16 days of like me like working here. So it was frustrating getting fired. It was frustrating on trying to learn a new program called SQL. You know, it was struggling to keep up with the work. It was struggling to, you know, keep up the pace with my coworker. It was very struggling with the language barrier between, you know, the boss, the worker, and then me. And it was also a scare that I almost got into an elevator accident. I feel like shit. I've gone through a lot of emotional distress and everything. I am also gonna be like gonna go hang out at some point. I think like later, like somewhere like, you know, this weekend, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna dress up as a Manhera girl to show how emotionally unstable I am. And then I'm gonna, you know, drink my sorrow to Ray and just fucking be upset. Also, thank you so much for the super chat. New person, welcome to the super chat team. Mia Tai Chi. What is that? What is TRY? What kind of like currency is that? I'm sorry I couldn't come and ruin your walk with people. I had school stuff to do. No, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't have much more people other than my real stream result. That's a cat. I know it's a cat, but like I don't know what's the currency. Is it Turkish? Is it trying to try again? Yeah, I will try again. Maybe somewhere at some point. But to be honest, I feel like I needed a break from trying too much, because the problem for me is that I try too hard. I try too hard to basically impress my coworker and then do everything, but my skill level aren't enough to impress them. So yeah. Also, you just okay, that's good to hear. That is good to hear. So yeah. I'm burned out. I am burned out. I feel fucking burned out. I feel frustrated at myself. Work is not easy, guys. If you want to like feel the same way, don't worry. I'm here. I've been working for 16 days straight for no fucking day breaks. No double pay, by the way. No double pay. It's so funny. So yeah, it's very struggling, you know. SQL is very struggling, you know. Good Receipt very struggling. It was very struggling. Like it's very struggling. It's so hard. Anyways, thanks for stopping, guys. Thank you so much for coming for the day stream, everybody. Thank you so much for the love and support. Hello, new people, and welcome to my stream. It was really funny how YouTube decided to, you know, give me a YouTube recommendation to you guys and bring it all to me, because I guess me being on a YouTube page caused my mental health. I guess to get being on a YouTube page is to cause a mental health problem. Yippee-ki-yay. But yeah, thank you so much for coming for the day stream. I hope you're interested on joining the Discord server. Where did I put the link again? I think I put the link somewhere. Did I put it in the description? Let me check. Yeah, I think I put it in the description. Here's the Discord server, by the way. You can feel free to join, and if you want to play some games, or if you're still up and running to play some games, feel free to join. We can basically play some games together, because to be honest, if I'm alone by myself for a split second, I will distort. So yeah, please join. Anyways, thank you. Bye bye. I hate